Let's talk about Grammarly. Grammarly.com.
And ladies and gentlemen, the time has hit 0, and the song is now done. You know what that means? It's time for some fun. Alright, music playing. There we go. Alright. So, what is up, guys? This is Brownie of the Joy Charge Gamers, charging you with joy with Perception Check. You must have rolled pretty high to find our quiet little stream. Hope you guys have been sitting comfortably waiting for this next episode. We're all hyped to be here, and hope you love the crew that we got tonight. We got the same ragtag crew as you know and love them. I am Brownie, your dungeon master for tonight. And joining us, we have Del.
Hoi, everybody!
Wait a minute, Del sounds louder. Wait, you're in the same room as me?
Hoi, everybody!
Yes, Del is with me physically in this one. And joining us on the call end, we've got Raven. Raven? I've gone quiet. Apparently all's quiet. I can't hear anything on your end. Hang on. 1 second. Hang on.
Chris, is all the sound going through your headphones?
I can still hear music. Check 1, 2. I cannot hear my cast right now. Hang on. Technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen. Wait. Discord is muted. What?
That explains everything.
How am I muted? I don't think I should be muted. Hang on 1 sec. Oh. Hang on.
Maybe this might help. Maybe this might help with the echo on Chris's end.
I shouldn't. I am so sorry about this, ladies and gentlemen. I planned this so far in advance. No, I didn't. Oh, that's clever. There we go.
Hello.
You can hear him now?
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
I can.
Yes, I can.
There we go. You might get a feedback loop soon.
Yeah,
Oh,
hearing,
dear.
Yeah, I'm hearing the feedback.
Crud. I can't hear them with your through your headphones, Chris.
But I can hear myself speak
But I
twice.
can hear myself speak twice.
Yes.
Yeah, I.
Tell you what,
Just,
I tell you
I
what.
tell you what.
Just mute your microphone.
Just mute your microphone. You should be able to still hear them.
All right. So I just mute myself.
Yeah, just the microphone.
Yeah, just.
Okay. Can you guys still hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you still hear them?
Yeah, I can still hear them.
Fantastic. There we go. All right, let's try this again.
Round 2.
Once more from the... No, we're not going from the top. All right, so anyway, Del's physically here, so let's try this again. We're joined by Raven.
According to your Witcher.
Maybe later. We've also got Aeon.
Happy New Year.
We've got Cutlol.
Heyo.
We've got a Chopper.
Hello.
We've got a Lena.
Yep.
And, we got a random Pikachu in the chat. Oh well, must be nothing important. Oh well, we'll get to that later. So...
Be a random fan.
we'll get to that later. Anyway, so sadly tonight, guys, we are without a Heidi tonight, I'm afraid. So, Ursula... Well, let's put it this way. Heidi is enjoying a pleasurable cruise.
Woo.
She's on a boat.
She's on a boat, motherfucker.
But she's not going fast. That's the only thing.
Damn it! maybe someday. So, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's time we get things started. So, is everybody ready?
Mm-hmm.
Ready?
Aye, aye, Captain.
I can't hear you!
Aye, aye,
Aye, aye, Captain.
Oh!
No.
Okay.
If you sing SpongeBob, I swear to God, I'll kill you.
Who lives in a pineapple? Under the pineapple. Under the pineapple.
Okay, Chris, enough.
SpongeBob.
Thank you. I'm glad someone knew the reference.
I don't.
We'll cut to that later. Anyway, all right. So let's get our creepy music to play because we need the solemn vow, don't we? What? You need solemn vow. What can I say? All right. So everyone, last time on perception check. The mighty team gathered by Titanus Ron, the Hope Finders, had managed to sneak their way, relatively successfully, into the city of Helix. After making their way past a giant golem blocking the southern entrance, the team made it inside, with the quest to liberate Helix back into the hands of Lord Lorna, and reclaim the city that was once seeing them as an enemy. But when they got inside, though, this time, the city was barren. Not a single person was around. But with the keen eyes of Tripshield leading the charge, they managed to find one of the fair half-elven brothers who Zelion managed to meet when they first left the city after being thrown out. Meanwhile, the rest of the city went straight for the Citadel, made their way past the giant mecha stone golem that was blocking the way, and managed to enter inside with the plan of a little bit of disguise and sabotage with a little bit of hostage taking. Unfortunately, the plan didn't quite work exactly as planned, and the doppelganger of Lord Lorna was revealed to be none other than a grand zombie doppelganger. After a fierce battle with the ginormous beast, the team managed to take it down, avoid a near catastrophe with the zombie going kaboom, but with a few plot surprises here and there. With poor Truly spending some of the time in the barrel before finally coming out, and a magical spell being handed off to another in a fairly unique way, shall we say.
Yeah.
It really took a breath away. Ain't that right, Zelion?
Shut up.
And afterwards, when the team had finally relaxed, they found that the situation increased to something a little bit more severe, with the appearance of Diction? Alive and kicking, only to have him then reveal that he had been secretly plotting with a secret bit of necromancy here and there to find out that you found that he had ended up getting himself cloned. With a near war zone being very avoided by the luck of Tripshield after casting some friends on a bad luck. Fucking nat one! It was there that it was revealed that they found that the location of the red stone had been acquired from the team. Or rather, been acquired from their location and now is in the hands of the Black Pen. With a little bit of extra persuasion, Trip ended up giving Diction an idea to come back later with some traps set up along the way to try and spring, which means we could be having some Wile E. Coyote and Roadrunner escapades during this entire adventure. Which I'm looking forward to! And with that, Magnus deciding to take the charge, and poor Zelion, silenced still, for a bit longer, Magnus decided it was best to go inside the house, while the others all sat back and recovered their thoughts. So, Hope Finders, are we ready to play?
Yes.
Indeed.
All
Please
right.
kill me.
Well, if you're asked nicely. All right, so Hope Finders. After the large battle that just occurred to you, with Tripshield still flying on the ground, just slowly getting back up, Zelion is sat next to Ursula, still silenced, and Magnus has gone rushing straight inside. Are you going straight inside, Magnus, by the way?
I'm gonna drag someone. I'm gonna drag Mugbeard along with me.
You're dragging Mugbeard. Mugbeard, do you go along willingly?
What do I get in return? Other than beer? Oh, beer. Okay. Well, that's settled.
All right. So, are you both going into the house together? Yeah.
Yes.
Also, the
I would like to check for mimics.
Oh, what's that? Sorry, now?
Check for mimics.
Daggers.
You got the daggers?
The black box.
Oh yeah, the daggers. Do you dispel the cloud of daggers, by the way?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Good idea.
Yes. Not the battle's over. So.
Yeah. Fair enough. All right. So as you two rush inside.
I'm going to check if the doors are mimics.
Okay. Make a perception check.
Mm-hmm. Wouldn't his perception check just be him hitting the doors as hard as possible?
15. From what it looks like.
No, that wasn't a one. 3. Oh.
3. It looks like a nice door. A nice set.
I don't trust doors.
A nice set of double doors.
I don't trust doors. Do you want me to poke the doors? Hit it with your axe. I don't have an axe. I can punch it with my fist, though. Yes! Let's punch it together.
Are you both gonna... Are you really gonna do it?
Yeah, yes.
Alright. I'll say if you're doing this at the same time, you know what? Because outside of combat, roll an unarmed strike.
That's my plan.
So D20 plus your strength.
A 19.
19 for Mo. Oh, Mugbeard, no. So
to be fair, it's hard to miss.
Yeah. So at this point, Mugbeard still a little shaken from being kind of on the scared front from the battle. You lunge with your fist. You end up hitting a harder part of the door with your sort of still getting your eyesight back from the fear. But there, you look over and Magnus just sort of giving the shrug, just like, here. Boom! You smack the door and it just falls forward. And at that point,
I don't. It's a mimic.
Yeah, at that point, Zelion, Mugbeard, and Topaz. I'm gonna need Topaz and Zelion. Could you both roll a perception check for me, please?
Okay.
Sure.
You know what? I'll roll one.
Knock.
I'll roll
Knock.
Okay, a perception check, right?
Yep, roll a perception for me, you two.
23.
23 for Zelion. There you go.
5.
5. Oh dear. So Topaz, you sort of more distracted by Magnus and Mugbeard knocking the door down, just hearing this. And at this point, Zelion.
Yep.
Unbeknownst, well, actually, because you got the 23, you actually then hear a noise. And it's coming from over here.
Over.
Just remember you're silenced, so you can communicate with the sign language.
Okay,
How did Zelion end up with being silent?
She is still silent from the spell, and she is silent for another 20 minutes.
Zellion's a he, but...
He, sorry, my apologies.
Every time.
I'm sorry, I is derp.
I kind of charade to Topaz and Ursula about the noise that I heard, and point to the spot where I heard it.
Okay. Topaz, how do you respond?
I move over to where Zelion is.
Okay. So you move to where Zelion is. So you're not. Are you moving to where Zelion is, or to where he pointed?
Okay. Now the noise you heard was around right there, right?
No, it's over here.
It was over there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I move over to Zelion to kind of get a better sense of what he's trying to say.
Well, you sort of go there and you see Zelion just sort of doing like the silent, just wailing hands around.
I just repeatedly point over over there, trying to communicate to her, trying to non-verbally communicate to her that I heard something over there. Please go check it out.
Okay, and after hearing that, I will go over to where Zelion
Yeah.
said he heard
Well,
the noise.
you wouldn't be able to hear it as Zelion is silenced, but I'd say because you at least trust your comrade, you at least see the pointing, and you go over in that direction if you're going there.
Yeah, that's where I'm going. Okay, the noise is over here.
How about wait? Roll a d4.
Roll a d4.
Oh, wait. Are you doing what I think you're doing, Trip?
No, I think it's how accurate she's going to be by rolling a d4.
Okay, just roll a d4 then, Topaz.
Okay.
Because you're not 100% sure, just to make it more interesting. Because we're on a square base thing, so it's like how close they will get, and then.
No worries. I'd say that's fine.
Okay, just roll just a basic d4. No,
Nothing. Just d4.
Okay.
Also, I'd like to apologize for any buffers. Oh, 4!
No, then Brown decides if you're close or far.
Oh, okay.
Screw it.
Alright, so I'll say for this point, Topaz, because of you looking over, I'll say you instantly know where he's exactly pointing, and he is right pointing here. So,
Okay.
are you going over?
Okay. Yes, I am.
Okay. So you go over there, and as you move over there, you sort of keen your eyes forward. We'll get to that in just a minute. Magnus, Mugbeard, what exactly?
Yes?
So, what exactly are you doing with you busting the door down?
I motioned
Well,
for him to go in first.
Well, at least we knocked, so it's not rude, and the door's open, so let's go in.
Knock, knock!
I was literally about to say that.
Knock, knock! Who's there? The door!
Well, my plan here. You want to know my plan about going in there? Or sorry,
Or
I'll explain
tossing?
it later. Well, my plan was to go up to the roof and get Bash off of the flagpole. So, yeah. Anyway, let's continue.
Alright. Sorry about that, just had to do something. Okay, so are you both going to the roof?
Yes.
Okay, I'll say, based on your knowledge, you at least know where things are. There isn't anything inside to get you to the roof per se, but you know what? Both make an investigation check for me, please.
Alright, that's a plus. No, -1.
Oops. Alright, so while this is all going on, Aeon and Trip, what are you two doing?
First off, Trip can get up now, right? Because the golem is inactive, right?
Yes, perfect. It is an. Actually, you look over. You see that it's sort of looking at you, but you're unable to tell if it is looking at you or doing something or not.
Trip just gently gets up and steps away from the golem, not knowing what will happen. She doesn't want to get smacked in the head again.
Okay. You sort of pay attention there. Perfectly fine. Okay.
And then she just looks at the courtyard and the fountains, like,
So you look around and you see exactly as you see there. Trilly is just still standing on the cart at this point.
Yeah, I'd say Trilly's probably just looking around, watching to see if anyone needs her for anything.
Okay, make a perception check. I'll need to make the perception check. Okay, there we go. 12. Okay. Your eyes do sort of glance over towards Topaz's direction, but nothing else really catches you out of interest. You hear the noise of them knocking down the door, by the way, and you're just like, okay. I expected that. But Topaz.
Yep.
As you go over to the statue, you actually then slowly see it beginning to move. It moves slowly towards the stairs. And as it does so, it reveals a staircase. But as you approach it, there's something coming up. How do you react?
That would depend on what the something is.
Well, it's up to you. What are you going to do?
I could investigate it.
It's up to you.
I think that's what I'll do.
So you're gonna... Okay, in that case, are you standing close to it, or are you standing away from it?
I'm gonna be cautious, I'm gonna move slowly towards it.
Okay, in that case, I want you to make a perception check for me, please.
The last one I made was a 5.
Well, you never know. Let's have a look what we get this time.
Oh boy.
Please don't jinx it.
Oh, touch wood. Let's see. 9? Okay. I'll say based on that, you at least can tell something heavyish is coming up. And as you get closer, the sound gets closer. And then out breaches out a figure. A scaly-looking creature with blonde hair. Caitlin, would you like to come and join us, please?
I'm not dead!
Yeah! So at this point, Topaz, you look up and you see this gold dragonborn donned in a nice suited armor coming up the stairs. Trilly, you look over to where Topaz is, and you see the figure. It is none other than Goldie.
If she'll bring her bring her token over here.
Yeah, we can get your token out of play here now, Goldie. You are right there. So Topaz, you see that there. Trilly, you look and you see Goldie right there, and you recognize it. That is none other than Goldenheart.
Oh, fuck! I didn't realize there were furries around here.
Yeah, so Goldie, you come up and you see Topaz as the first sight, so there you see the tabaxi right before you.
Did I hear her too?
Yeah, because you're looking over, I say you're curious, you at least see that over, so you look over there, but of course you're still mute.
Hey, my eyes widen in shock, confusion, and maybe joy? I'm not sure how to feel.
I love that maybe joy.
I'm just mostly confused.
I think at this point, Trilly's eyes are going to widen, and I'm going to use my tiny little halfling feet to book it in Goldie's direction.
All right, yeah. So, Goldie, you look over, and there you see your old friend, Trilly Thistleweight, running towards you at as fast speed as her little legs can go.
Oh.
Can I do something?
Sure, I'll allow something.
I quickly turn to see what's going on, and I roll T.
Wait, what are you rolling?
Dexterity.
Oh.
See where I'm standing?
Okay. I'll say I'll quickly allow it. 7. Okay. So I'll say this. I'm guessing it's a moment. Okay. So Trip, you sort of get up. You're like, Trilly's rushing over. You sort of see that happening. You're like, Trilly, where are you? What? And you slip and you fall down onto the ground, flat on your face again. And you take.
I was like jumping into the fountain, but okay.
Yeah, okay. You know what? I tell you what. Roll a d20, just a standard d20, no bonuses. You get higher than 11, 17. You're in the fountain.
Hooray!
You're in the fountain and you're just there, dripping wet. But because of your size, you've got the top. You basically sat there with the top of your legs still fine, and about half of your chest sticking out of the water. Trilly, you rush over, and there you see slightly wet, a tiny bit of a smell, but there is your friend Goldenheart.
Oh, Trilly, is that you? Wow, I see you're just as short as ever.
And as a pair of halfling hands practically wrap themselves around your waist, damn the wet and damn the smell. I know, see, you're just as rude as ever.
Oh, it's nice to see you too. I'm glad you're not dead.
Same to you.
Yeah, so... Oh,
Hi.
sorry, carry on.
I then give Trilly a tight hug.
Am I still
Oh,
mute?
touching moment.
And Trilly is squished.
Okay, I will say...
Where on earth have you been?
Mute for?
You're still mute for about... I'll say 10 minutes at this point, so you're almost there. Almost. So yeah, so Goldie, you heard Topaz sort of say the touching moment.
Oh, and who is this? I look at Topaz.
My name is Topaz. It is nice to finally meet you.
It's nice to meet you too. Now, where are the two dumb idiots and Zillion?
I point over to the fountain opposite of where Trilly sat and point towards where Zelion and Ursula are.
I'm just dumbfounded. I'm just dumbfounded, just looking between Ursula and Goldie, and just kind of going, what? I don't. What?
And Ursula's also... Sorry, Ursula's there just sort of with the blush still. She looks over a bit surprised at what she sees.
Huh. I see we got some more party members. That should make it easier.
Wait, has Goldie met
By my notes I looked up, the only ones that she has not met out of the entire party is Topaz, Secton, and Trip. Ursula, she met because of it's been a while since Caitlin was in the session. I could tell you that based on how things were after Caitlin couldn't turn up, they did meet once they finished up outside of the manor where the armor was. But after that, no, that's basically where they bumped into Ursula. So technically, Goldenheart has seen Ursula.
Okay. That's just for clarification.
Yep. Sorry, Caitlin. I apologize.
No, don't be. It's fine.
I think the two idiots went inside the building.
At that point, by the way, Magnus and Mugbeard, based on your checks, I need to double check those checks, 11 and 13. I'll say you at least managed to find, I'll say not a hole, but a bit of a spot that can get you onto the roof. With a little bit of persuasion from your fist.
Me by fist? Do you mean my fist?
Yeah, you punch a hole and you end up on the roof.
Good.
Yeah.
Or I have another idea.
Go on.
We can get outside and you can toss me on the roof.
Just be aware, it is a
It
is 15 feet high, just so you know.
And how much does Mugbeard weigh?
Good question.
That's a good point, actually.
Quite a lot.
Let's...
I've missed this.
I just had to ask.
It's a good question. Alright.
5,000 pounds.
I mean, like, I remember asking you how much Magnus weighed, but that was outside of a session.
Yeah, which is a good question to ask. Alright, so, okay. Oh, well, it depends.
About 120 pounds.
Wait, you said 120? Jesus.
Have fun there. Trying
So,
to throw
fun
him.
fact, all the equipment I'm carrying actually weighs twice as much as he does.
Oh, right, I've got equipment. That's even more.
Yeah. Well, I'll
That's
say
the card at
I
the
will
moment.
say this: if you want to go ahead with it, I will ask you to make a check, or you can stick with what you've got.
I punched my way to the roof. I'm going that way.
Fair enough.
Fine, I'll go down
All right.
as well.
You make your way up, and you end up here. And just so you know, Magnus, where you are, technically above your head at that point is the spire where he is. He's right in the middle of the house. On the.
Okay.
So I would like you.
Woo, that took a while.
I would like you both now to make a dexterity check for me, please.
Oh, this is
so
gonna
I
be
don't
funny.
fall back down the hole.
It's so you don't slide off and fall off the house.
Dex saving throw or just pure dex?
Because you're slowly starting to there, I'll say it's a normal dexterity. It's a normal dex.
Oh, I got a bad feeling about this.
Oh!
I have a worse feeling about that.
Yeah. So, Magnus, you slowly make your way. You stumble a little bit, and the sound of a tile sliding off and falling off gets there. Mugbeard, you're not quite so lucky. You look at Magnus, and you sort of have this smirk like, okay, he's done it. I know what not to do. You take about 2 feet, and the 2 tiles underneath both your feet fall, and you're pushed along with them. I
would like to persuade him not to do that.
You're persuading an inanimate
The whole
object.
house is a mimic.
Oh, that's not going to work. You know what? I'm going to do something worse. I want to grab Magnus to get a balance.
Oh, you asshole!
Okay. All right. I'll say. You know what? Let's have some fun. Sure.
I'm gonna need to roll.
You're coming down with me.
Hold on to the hole.
I need you to make a dexterity saving throw to see if you can grab Magnus's legs. Magnus, I need you to make a strength saving throw for me, please.
Thank God, because that's a plus
14.
7.
Uh-oh. Because I'll say this, because Magnus didn't roll higher.
Can I use I'm going to use my inspiration dice.
Go ahead. Just be aware. I'll say for this scenario, you have to roll higher than the 14. Otherwise, Mugbeard will grab 26.
Thank you, God.
Yeah. In an effort, Mugbeard, you grab Magnus's legs in a bit of a nope. You grab the legs, Magnus, in a desperation attempt of that, you get yourself slightly pulled, but then you realize nope, and you dig your feet firmly in with your sword in the roof ground, and you're there now holding the sword, and Mugbeard is sort of dangling with his feet slowly over the edge.
Could you not?
I would like to also be on this roof.
At this point,
Yeah, but could you not? I thought you were above.
At this point, the tiles break, and you attracted the attention of all the other members on the main floor.
I just face palm.
It's like you never left, isn't it, Goldie?
So
Griff looks up and he
that's
goes
where
like-
the 2 idiots are.
Griff looks
See, they
up and
haven't changed.
No.
Much like they, and it seems like they haven't gained a brain cell either.
At that point,
me up.
Mugbeard. Yeah. Okay. I'll say because of that roll, because of Magnus's strength check, easily stood up. If you want to try and move again, I'll ask you to make another check.
It's gonna be. Wouldn't it be acrobatics at this point?
You know what? Based on how things are. Oh dear.
He's still fucking dying.
Oh,
He's
dear.
still fucking dying.
Go up. Make a normal dexterity. Oh no! Oh no! Yes, I was waiting for this. So
You know what?
Wait,
I'm going to use my inspiration.
Wait, Chris, can I just say something?
what's that? Cyril, what were you gonna say, Caitlin? I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I turned to Trilly and Topaz. Maybe we should get out the way before those 2 destroy the house.
I can't do anything to the cat.
Yeah. So at this point,
Yeah.
all right. So if you're moving out the way, I'll allow it. Magnus and Mugbeard, in your argument state, you take a careless step forward, and you're both sliding towards the edge of the roof.
I would like to roll an acrobatics.
You know what? Based on the fact of that roll and the fact Mugbeard failed it twice, Mugbeard is fully off the roof now. So if he wants to land, I will.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, he's fine.
So far.
Yeah.
Yep.
So he lands with a. Magnus, on the other hand, in full suited armor, mind you.
I would like to throw an acrobatics.
I'd like you to make an acrobatics at disadvantage.
10.
10. Boom! You land on the ground with a slight stumble. You did enough to at least survive that 15 foot, but because of your heavy armor, it doesn't do as much. You take 2 points of bludgeoning damage.
That's not bad considering I had 43 HP after that grenade.
Yeah.
Ow! No, survives a bomb, then dies by falling off a roof.
And at that point...
That could have gone worse.
At that point, Zelion, you're back to normal.
I feel my vocal cords beginning to work again. I'm just like, oh, it's like what, finally I can talk again.
I just face palmed when Magnus and Mugbeard are on the ground.
Yep. So you're both on the ground.
You know, I would have used Featherball, but I couldn't talk, so I'm sorry.
You want to come with me this time?
Hey, nah, thanks.
Wait, Zillion couldn't talk. Oh, the gods have spoken. Can they do it again?
At this point,
Temper's just confused.
at this point, Ursula just sort of, not to interrupt, but Goldie, what were you doing in a staircase in the middle of underneath a statue?
I agree. Also, why? How did you get here so fast? We got your note saying that you were on a boat to the next island.
Yeah, about that. I forgot something really important, and me being a klutz that I am, I had to come back and get it.
And what made you come back?
To see my friends again.
You had no way of knowing we were going to be here.
That's true. Honestly, I needed to go to Helix, but then I heard tons of crazy stuff, and so I decided to avoid all that by going through the sewers and seeing if I can find a secret entrance.
Well, secret entrance you found, and it led you up here. Though that is interesting to know there is an entrance here, of all places.
Wait, were the rats still down there?
I can tell you, Goldie, no.
Nope.
Okay,
Jesus.
can't fault them for not being down there anymore.
Alright, at this point, by the way, Magnus and Mugbeard, you slowly collect yourself, and there you see over the small fence-like, you see the side of Goldie.
No! Hello there. Now, Magnus, throw me up there, and we'll try it again.
Fine, Jesus. Alright. So, strength check, I assume?
You know what? So you're actually gonna throw him?
Honestly, at this point, yes.
Oh dear. This is gonna be interesting. Okay, where are you throwing him to?
I'm gonna try and throw him to the spire.
To the spire, okay.
I have a question.
Yeah.
What are you two knuckleheads trying to do?
We're trying to get the body down from the spire.
Oh yeah, so
What body?
So at this point, Goldie, you look up now at the roof, and there you see hanging on the spire where the flag is, the sight of a human warrior-like. Not human, half-orc and full armored.
I thought Bash was human.
He was human. Sorry, I got my stacks. Oh yeah, I'm thinking of the blacksmith. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I got mixed up. You see a human in full-cladded armor, but there you see, sort of laying sideways and piercing right from his back, straight up through his abdomen, is the sight of a warrior pierced straight through, lifeless, and the blood slowly dripping down the spire.
Okay, that's not gory at all.
Jesus Christ, what happened while I was gone? Magnus, what did you do?
Not my fault this time.
We're trying to figure this out ourselves. All we know is that we just fought a monster that was impersonating Lana.
Well, this is going to be interesting. Okay, is there a way to get up there without having you two throw each other like complete dumbasses?
No.
Trip is still confused.
Oh yeah, so Trip, you come over, and now all you're seeing is just the side of this golden dragonborn whose eyes are purely focused at the minute on these two. So in this scenario, Magnus and Mugbeard, I have to ask you as the DM's sake, are you going ahead with this?
Yes.
Yes.
Make us... Okay.
I'm the one on the ground. I'm not going to take any damage.
Magnus, make a strength check. I would have said a disadvantage, but because I remembered Mugbeard is a dwarf, I'll allow it normal.
16.
16, okay. I'll say...
Thank God for the +7.
It gets you close to the edge. Mugbeard, I need you to make a strength check to try to grab hold of the ledge and hold on.
Oh!
19. In a quick response, you grab it and you manage, because I'll say you got the 19, you flip up and now you are standing about 5 feet away from the spire. So you are right there.
Yeah, I'm walking along the ground.
Okay.
Did you make it?
Yes.
Good.
I've got an idea. Don't worry.
Oh no.
Why am I afraid?
So Zillion.
I'm going to grab my rope and attach myself to the spire so I don't fall off.
That's a good idea.
All right.
Yes.
Okay, so while they're doing this, Goldie, what are you doing, sorry?
I turned to Zillion. So, what did I miss exactly?
Yeah, you missed a lot of stuff. I recapped her what we've been through up to this point.
Okay, so Caitlin, to sum it all up, so at least you're aware and caught up to the point. After the events that happened in Helix, which the others have all gathered by this point was a doppelganger's fault, managed to persuade the town of Helix to desert everybody of the Hope Finders, which is the group name that you've all got. You offered to stay to help out because you were away from the fight for the whole time, so you managed to stay to heal up some of the civilians who got attacked when Diction attacked with some scorpions. When this happened, Zelion and Mugbeard managed to meet up, and not only did they make it back to Hope Key, but they managed to introduce and get introduced to, should I specify, to Tripshield, who you have now noticed at this point. The giant Furborg standing literally over your head. At this point also, you also found out that the others made their way through the southern exit all the way to the city of Noir to try to deal with Sparks to leave there because of Ursula's history with making it might be safe. But there they encountered a mimic, a manticore, they managed to quell a red dragon.
Well, technically I encountered the mimic.
Yeah, you encountered the mimic technically.
We all met up back in Jing and then went to...
Yeah, with including the appearance to a special temple-like area where you all had a spectral encounter with Quill. And there you all managed to reconvene here after hearing about Lorna's plight, and now you are here.
And that pretty much sums up. We snuck in after that. We snuck in here, and well, we fought the doppelganger. We killed it after it tried to kill itself, and now we're here.
Well, that was quite an interesting story.
At this point,
at
this point, by the way, Trip, you were walking over at this point, right, Trip?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So at this point, Goldie, as all this is going on and Trip has finally got out of the fountain, you now look over and there you see the Furborg dripping slightly wet from being in the fountain and is now standing over you. How are you standing over Goldie at this point, Trip?
Just standing straight and just looking down, like surprised and confused, like what's going on.
Hi, my name's Goldie. I was the cleric here.
Oh, hey, I am Trip and also a cleric.
Huh. Well, we're gonna have some problems.
Why?
No reason. Just don't get in my way when I try and heal.
Trip is just very perplexed at this point and confused.
Okay, so just to sum it up briefly, for the sake of this, because someone's asking in the chat, and just for the sake of Caitlin as well, Trip, can you explain what a Furbolg is?
A Furbolg is sort of species of giants that that live in forests and mountains and such. They are very friendly. They are big. They're not giants. They're more like, let's sort of say, a half giant race. And they're very in tune with nature. Pretty much think of it like if you combine a giant with an elf. Is that correct description?
I don't know why, but I'm just, when you said like half giant, I'm thinking of Hagrid from Harry Potter.
Yeah, it's also good. It's also a good example.
So if it helps to mention it, I'll briefly go through this just to go an extra bit here. Furbolg tribes close to remote forest strongholds prefer to spend their days in quiet harmony. When provoked, they mostly demonstrate formidable skills and weapons of Druid style. In Furbolg eyes, there is no greater fault than greed. The Furbolgs believe that the world remains the healthiest, and since they believe in forests, they mostly rely on a nature-like tone to them all.
Tripper is a bit of an exception, but yeah, she's still like that, and as you've noticed, she is very easy to give money away.
So yeah, you see this giant Furbolg who's standing about, I think, what, 7 foot something of...
Yeah, I've got it right here. Don't worry. Description. Yeah, 7'4".
7'4" to Goldie's 5'11".
She has blue eyes. She has dark blonde hair, and she has a tan skin.
So Goldie has to look up to stare Trip in the eyes, and Trip just sort of looks down with this hello.
Hello.
So, meanwhile, the Cirque du Soleil pair. Magnus, you're watching up and you see Mugbeard now tying the rope there. I'll say at this point, based on what's happening, I'll say, you know what, based on the fact of what it took to get there, I'll allow it without a check. So, Mugbeard makes his way there. Oh, yeah, you got a helicopter there. Mugbeard, if you can hear me, what are you going to do?
I just attach myself with the rope.
Yep, I'll allow that.
Then I'm going to try to prod the body with my quarterstaff off the spike. Unless I can actually lift it off. It depends.
You can certainly try.
Oh boy.
Would you like to try? What were you going to do?
This is either going to end hilariously or just be successful.
I would like to try, yes.
You're going to lift it? Strength check, please!
Oh boy.
Well,
My best check.
Well, at least the warrior's already dead.
Oh, wow.
He's not going to mind.
Exactly.
12. You slowly push the body up. It's still stuck, but it's getting close to the top. It's getting a little bit of a strain just because of the pressure.
Oh, I'll just continue.
Okay. You know, it takes you a few minutes to slowly get off. You get it off the spire. As you do so... Oh! 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 Holy!
He's not dead!
He will be soon.
Don't you dare, Mugbeard!
What just happened?
Bash?
Mugbeard, get him down here right now!
Magnus, get ready to catch.
Wait, I'm getting ready.
What? Wait, Mugbeard? Is that you?
Trip is
Yes.
confused.
You're a bit heavy, so I'm going to drop you.
Wait, what?
Don't die.
Wait, what? What are you gonna? Wait, what?
Don't drop him.
Are you actually gonna push him?
Oh
I'm not going to push him.
no!
But is he now standing?
He's
I thought-
he's currently slowly trying to get up.
Oh, I didn't know I actually put him on the roof
Oh,
yet.
well, yeah, he's
Okay,
actually
that's
held
fine.
on your head. Sorry, he's held above your head right now.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I see Topaz
Um,
typing.
You know what? I'll
That's
just
a
try to
decent
slowly put him down.
There it is.
So you slowly put him down on the roof. His head is now looking over,
Yes.
and he's looking down at you, Magnus. Wait, Magnus?
You're alive?
How in the God's name is this man alive?
That's a very good question.
We thought he was dead.
He sort of coughs up a bit. He
Medic!
sort of coughs up a bit of blood, and it does sort of fall down, Magnus, and just splashes next to you.
Right.
Trip,
Oh,
you
can I
really
run up to
tries to
him?
dash
Okay,
over.
lower him down slowly.
Alright, 1 second. We got Trip and Goldie both rushing up. What are you both doing?
I'm good.
Helping. Oh, sorry.
What are you doing now? We'll finish you quick.
Yeah, I was just gonna grab Ursula and run to catch up with the others.
Okay, that's fine there. So Trip and Goldie, what are you both doing?
Okay, we both help Magnus get this person down nicely and slowly.
So are you gonna help to slowly bring him down?
Theoretically,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a plan. It may be a good plan, but it could also fail.
That's probably not going to be a good plan if there's a chance it could fail.
Question. Trip, what's your maximum weight? What's the max weight you can carry?
Where can I read that
Well,
exactly?
tell me how much stuff do you, let's see, based on size, I think based on the fact of his size and what's there, I'd say he can hold quite a bit. Why?
Yes. Trip can carry a lot, yeah.
I'm planning on jumping on top of her shoulders.
Oh!
No!
How much do you...
That would make it. We would just be at 15
Yeah,
feet.
oh, there you go. Mugbeard, Trip can carry 420 pounds.
And I weigh, without my armor, 220.
And with armor?
Probably about closer to 350.
She'll be fine.
What are you gonna do?
I am playing. Alright, Trip, here's my plan. I'm gonna climb on your shoulders, because you are about a foot taller than me, right?
Yeah.
I am 6'6". Which means by that math, we'll be at 15 feet.
Oh, by the
That's
God.
the height of the
Please
roof.
give these guys brain cells.
Zelion, I need you to cast Slow Fall, just in case.
It's called Featherfall, not Slowfall.
Featherfall, whatever. I need you to cast Featherfall, just in case.
I'd also like to point out, by the way, he has just failed the first saving throw.
Okay, we need to do this quickly.
Actually, you know what? Let me do it properly.
Can't one of us cast healing at him from here
Yeah.
while we grab
Yes,
him?
do that first.
Which I
can
asked
heal.
for.
I can heal him.
Do that first.
Goldie, are you gonna heal him? Okay.
Yeah, let me try and find my fucking attack.
Welcome back, Goldie.
Attack and light. Where is it? No, that's not. What the fuck? Oh, finally, fucking found it. Right. Cure wounds. I can use that.
Okay. I believe, and in fact, because of you being in the life domain, you get a nice little trick to that.
Yeah. Oh, I got one. +4.
+4. Let me check this. So you roll. Actually, let me double check your skill exactly, because I need to double check exactly what your extra skill is because of you being a nice little life domain.
Does it cure wounds require touch?
Yes.
It does. You're right.
Wait, healing wounds.
There you go. That works.
I don't know what that one is.
Okay, healing word
Healing
lets her
word.
speak a word of healing of her choice, and it will heal. In fact, let me double check the exact part here. Okay, so how it works here, Disciple of Life is the extra thing here before we forget. Whenever Caitlin uses a spell of first level or higher that restores hit points, they gain an extra 2 hit points plus the spell's level.
Okay.
So what level healing word are you gonna say? Because from what I can tell, you have up to 4th.
Yep, she's up to 4th level.
Yeah.
So what level are you gonna cast it?
Max level?
So level 4?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a 44 plus 4.
So that's her only level 4th level of the spell of the day. But yeah, if you want to do it, that will be 4d8. So roll 4d8 for me, Caitlin.
Okay, D8.
Yes. First roll for Caitlin.
Yeah. Have I got it right?
Let's have a look. You got plus
Did I do
you
it?
got 4d8, and then we add 4 to the multiple result.
So 8.
You missed the 4 before the d8.
It's supposed to look like that.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. I haven't.
Without the period in front of it.
Thank you, Mugbeard.
Thank you for D8.
Yep.
I'm still getting used to it. Sorry.
Take your time.
It's fine.
That's okay.
Good time, Caitlin. That was right.
19.
There we go.
19 plus 4 because of the modifier, and then because of Blessed Healer at 4th level, that's an extra 8. So that is 23. That is 31 hit points.
Jesus.
But the Blessed Healer gives herself the HP.
Oh, does it? Oh, she gains the hit points. Okay, my apologies. I read that wrong. So yeah, so.
Oh, wait. I can't heal him?
No, you can heal him. You can heal him. It's just Blessed Healer actually heals you in the process. I misread that.
Oh, right.
Well, at least you know.
Yeah.
It's very useful in battle.
Alright, so that is, so plus the 4 there, that's 23. Okay. He sort of coughs a little bit of the blood and looks down to notice you at this point, Goldie, and goes, wait. Goldie. And at this point, Goldie, based on your time and being in Helix, you do recognize this figure. It is none other than Bash, who is the labeled bodyguard of Helix. And I will say, based on how things have been and how you have protected each other, you do at least see him as a reasonable friend. He is a good friend, shall we say.
What on earth happened?
You see, not to be rude, but can I get down first? I'll tell you.
Yeah, I was wondering that.
Alright. He sort of looks over at the rest of you at this point and goes, Did I hear something about a fall?
It's not that big, you're just on the roof of the mansion.
I'm what?
Jeff is just looking at Magnus, saying like, "Oh, you gonna need that help or what?"
Yes! I'm climbing on her shoulders.
Right. I'll say because of Trip's size, Trip, make a strength check at disadvantage. You're trying to hold Trip at this point. You're trying to hold Magnus at this point. 20! And 19! 19! That's a disadvantage. Well played. Trip.
Nice.
In the sort of like, okay, this is no time to mess up. Time to be a hero. You grab Magnus and hold him proudly on your shoulders. So much is the strength, you actually have him standing on the shoulders. So Magnus, you are 3 feet away from Bash.
All right, drop him.
Don't.
Slowly. Let me grab him by the legs first. Zalion, get ready on that slow fall. Or feather fall.
Thank you.
I corrected myself.
Nice and slowly.
I pull out my flute.
So are you preparing Featherfall?
Yeah, I'm preparing Featherfall.
Okay.
I'm standing next to them in case, so I could catch him.
Good idea. Okay. Mugbeard, are you helping him, or are you just letting him do his thing?
Oh, I'm still tied up, so I'm just going to tie myself.
Lower.
Wait, what was that? Sorry, Mug?
I'm going to untie myself first.
Okay. Easily done.
Okay.
Going to watch.
You're just going to stand by and watch, okay? Bash just looks at you and goes, "You promise you'll catch me?"
I promised.
Alright,
Promise.
okay. And with that, he sort of leans forward as best he can with his sort of staggering self, and he falls over. He's falling in your direction. Magnus, I need you to make a... You know what? Make a... Let's see, would this actually count as a... What would this count as? What
It's
catch?
athletics?
Something with the dexterity, so I think it's either athletics
Let me
or
check.
acrobatics.
Let me check. You know what? In this scenario, athletics to try to catch him quickly.
+7.
Go ahead. Oh. 15? I'll say based on the distance. You managed to catch him. You grab hold of it. You grab hold of his hand, and now he's hanging right in front of you, face to face, sort of like, you're not letting go, right?
No, I'm not letting go.
All right.
Wait, I stand next to him with my arms held high and ready to catch him.
Alright, I'm bending down slowly to let him down.
Okay.
And Trip tries to kneel down slowly as well.
I'll say based.
Get him closer to the ground.
I'll say based on everything, you successfully bring him down without him even taking a hit point.
Whew.
Well done.
Yeah.
I was so worried on that bit.
I put away my flute.
Yep.
I'm surprised you didn't make me throw for Dex.
I was so close. I was tempted to, but I thought, no, you've done well.
Magnus, how the hell did that plan work?
Good question.
Well, Trilly can't heal, and she's not exactly tall or able to lift. But she's pulling out a bag of rations and a water skin from her bag and bringing it over to Bash.
Okay, that's fair enough. Ursula sort of stands at the back and just looks concerned. Topaz, what are you doing? I've noticed you're back there. Are you helping? Are you helping things out?
Going to the bathroom real quick.
All right. Are you?
Yes, I'm gonna help them
All
out.
right. So move yourself to where you need to around there. So at this point, okay. So Trilly, you offer that. Bash looks at you for a moment, and remembering that this is the womanizing character that you met before, you see a different look about him. He seems more relieved than his usual self, and he looks at you for a moment, takes the rations, and goes, "Thanks."
Okay.
Honestly,
I think I'm gonna try and help him out, even though he is a womanizing jerk.
He just looks at you and goes, "Pussycat, good to see you again."
Be still. I'm going to cast level 2 Cure Wounds.
Oh, okay. Roll that 2d8 for me then, please.
Okay, let's see. 2d8 plus 2.
Yep, go ahead.
if it's
Okay.
This we have 4 healers on the team.
finally,
You're not gonna kill us!
We're invincible!
Challenge accepted.
no.
What's this? What's this ancient white dragon?
I am Dragonborn.
It's almost like we have 2 ancient dragons around our necks.
10 points.
Okay.
Ooh, that's not bad.
Well, we still have to get the white dragons. You're just foreshadowing.
I can tell you actually right now, Topaz, your healing spell buffs him up to 1 hit point away from max.
Ooh.
He's actually
Nice.
good. He looks at you and slowly stands up, and he sort of looks at you, and you see him almost sort of looking like the same figure as if he was about to pull the same womanizing trick he does, but he generally just looks at you and gives a nod, and he generally looks with a smile and goes, "Thanks."
My pleasure.
Still though, to see all of you back, and Goldie, you too. What are you all doing here?
So,
No.
from the hole in your chest, I assume you figured out that there was an imposter?
It happened so fucking fast.
The gods must have been must be by your side if you managed to survive that long.
Jeez.
I'll tell you right now, it was interesting. Okay, yeah, Mugbeard gently plops down. He just sort of looks at me and just, yeah. So, Goldie, remember how you got that information about that feather guy?
Oh, yeah.
Well, after you left, Lorna started acting crazy. She called me over to visit her. For a while it seemed fine, but then the next thing you know, I just remember this feeling of hold. I couldn't move, I couldn't breathe. I just felt my lungs just suddenly gasp for air. And when and the next thing you know, I fell unconscious. When I woke up slightly, all I remember seeing was myself being dragged to the roof. Before I could do anything, next thing you know, I get turned into an advertisement for "Don't come near this shit." That was ridiculous. The last wording I heard was something about Lorna basically calling out and saying, "Begin the feast."
Okay, we're gonna tell you this right now. The Lana that did that to you, that wasn't Lana.
What?
No.
It was an imposter.
Yeah, we actually found her in the secret cavern of the mines over by Noir.
The mines near Noir? You mean the Green Shard mines?
Yes.
Indeed.
What the hell? So she's alive?
Yes.
Yes.
She's alive,
Yeah.
very much.
She sent us to take back the town.
I put my hand on Bash's arm, and I reassure him that Lana is alive and well, and she's perfectly safe.
Oh, thank the heavens. At least somebody survived this shithole.
Yes. We never imagined that the Lana that was here was a doppelganger.
The fact that it's fooled us for so long.
It wasn't anyone's fault.
So wait,
Goldie's right.
hold up.
It wasn't anyone's fault.
Yep.
No one is to blame for this, except for the Black Pan.
So those bastards are involved.
I'm afraid so.
Oh. Yes, Del?
Sorry, I was talking in character with Zelion.
Oh, sorry, carry on.
Alright, hold up. Bash, you said the last thing you heard was Lana, I quote that, saying begin the feast. Are you talking about, could I have it, do you know what that could mean?
Not to be rude, my friend, but I have been out cold and turned into a shish kebab for God knows how long, so I'm afraid I don't have a fucking clue.
I have a question. What day is it to you, by the way?
What day?
When was the last date you remember?
I think the last thing I remember... Let's see. I think it was about 7 days after you guys got exiled. Which I can tell you right now, based on how time has gone, it's been 6 days since he's been a shish kebab.
You've been up there for about a week.
No fucking way.
You're a tough one.
You are damn, is all I can say about that.
Wait.
A lot has happened in that time, I'm afraid.
He looks over all of you at this point and he just sort of rubs his head. I can clearly see that. You all look like you've all done well, despite the shit that thing put you through.
I wipe up with
Speaking of that thing, we killed it.
What's that, Del? Sorry?
I just remembered that I also still have my disguise up, so I kind of wipe my face, kind of wiping off the makeup that I have on.
Oh, okay, yeah. He looks into at that point. Jeez. Zelion, I almost didn't recognize you.
Hey, you thought you did.
I think that was the point.
I kind of forgot I look like a half-orc right now.
I got that.
I think it's a good look for you.
At this point, Bash just sort of chuckles and goes, I've genuinely missed seeing all of you, and I'm so glad to know that everything's alright. Still though...
Trip is confused.
Oh yeah, at this point, Trip is just... At this point, Trip, you sort of look and you say that. So there you see, just so it helps out here, you see a human barbarian basically standing there in a near full suit of armor compared to what most barbarians you know of, and is standing there with thick brown hair and is then looking at you, and then looks up and goes, "You got a new one."
Yeah.
New one?
Mugbeard and I kind of ran into her after we separated.
I see. Another member of the crew, I take it.
Pretty much.
She waves at him and she goes, "Hi, I'm named Trip Shield."
Trip Shield, huh? Well, he puts out his large hand at this point. Name's Bash. I'm the bodyguard of Helix, or very crap one, I think, if I let this shit happen.
She blinks but shakes his hand and goes, "Well, it's not about losing, it's about restoring the peace."
And it's about kicking those black-penned bastards' asses.
Yeah, I'll second that.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Trip doesn't use it.
Bash at this point just chuckles and just goes, "Kick-ass attitude. Now I remember why all of you were some of my favorites."
I realized something.
I have some bad news for you, unfortunately.
Sorry, one slight... What was that, Del? Sorry?
Right, I was gonna say I realized something and then grabbed Trip's arm.
Okay.
Hey, Trip.
Oh,
Our attention.
cut. Sorry,
what?
Zelion's grabbed your arm, sorry.
Trip turns to Zillion. Huh?
Okay, when we were fighting that doppelganger and those creatures, you were outside. You were through the town. Did you see anything off about it? Any survivors?
She thinks for a moment.
Make a history check for me.
Well, I know one thing for sure, that is.
Well, let's see if whether you recall it completely or just enough to say it's by.
Well, I think I'm just remember something. Whatever. Where's my freaking history? There it is. 7.
9. You at least recall that you definitely saw someone, but I'll say based on how things have gone and the whack on the head from a giant 15-foot golem, that the answer to that is you at least remember you found someone, you just can't remember their name.
There was someone in an alleyway needed help. Oh, my head hurts.
Don't worry about it. We'll go over to them and we'll help them out.
So at this point, Bash just looks over and goes, "So, Lorna's not with you guys, she's in Noir right now?"
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was best to keep her there for her safety.
Sounds like a good plan. I just can't believe we all fell for such an easy trick.
And yet I somehow still got the shard.
Wait, shard?
Hey, I pull out the dragon shard that Lana had given us.
He sort of looks over at you, and Magnus, I'm guessing yours is still on show?
Oh yeah, mine's still out
He
there.
looks at the two of you and just like, "You got 2 of the devils."
Well,
Trip, if you wouldn't mind.
Trip looks for a moment, hesitates a little, but then takes off her shield and opens the secret compartment, showing the other
At
shard.
this point, Goldie, you look and you see that all 3 of those dragon shards are clear in view.
How the fuck did you manage to acquire all that in such a short amount of time?
Well, I had one from you, and then I got one from Lana, and then I gave one to Zelion, which is the one I got from Lana, and then we got another one when we went to Noir.
Well, we're doing pretty well. And despite the whole doppelganger situation, I say we're on a winning streak.
oh, and Goldie, there's another thing you should know about grab these shards.
They actually have dragons in them.
That.
I grabbed the shards. Well, let's awaken these bad boys.
Wait, Goldie, we can't take them off. We can't.
Why? I mean,
Because they're soul bound to us.
Straight by trying to pull off mine.
Goldie, you watch as Zelion tries to pull the shard away, and when Zelion is close to pulling it off, all of a sudden, her hand goes numb and the shard goes back to it. Him, sorry, thank you. I keep doing it, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Zelion's hand goes numb, lets go of the shard, and Zelion's hand then goes back to normal as the shard just goes back to being the necklace around his neck.
See?
Huh, well that certainly doesn't help.
I take it as a good. I take it as a good thing. Better us than the Black Cat.
Yeah, let's just hope they don't take you away.
About that!
Oh.
You know what? That's a story for a different time.
Oh.
I look at Magnus with this. I look at Magnus with the sudden urge to whack him in the head, but I'm gonna pass on that.
I still have my helmet on, so you can try.
All right.
I can let you borrow my mace if you like.
Oh, a device that's actually designed to go through armor.
Uh-oh. At this point, Bash looks over all of you and goes, "So what now? Are you guys gonna go grab Lorna then, or what's gonna happen?"
We're taking you to her.
I think it might be best if we look for more survivors. See how many there are, and see how many need help.
And let's see if we can fight some giant golems. That'll teach them to come back here.
First, Bash, we need to talk a minute.
About what?
Privately.
He looks at the rest of the group and then back at you. Is that okay, or?
I don't see why not.
Can I do? What's the thing for eavesdropping?
You'd have to make a stealth check and try to get close to them without noticing them if they're doing it. So, Magnus, you pull Bash to about here, I'll say. So yeah, Matt, if you want to move over there, Goldie, I want you to make. You know what? I'll say this: you can either do a stealth to try and get closer, or you could do a perception from where you are, but you'd have disadvantage.
Trilly, want me to watch Trilly's stealth actually?
Oh.
My stealth, it's a +4.
Trilly, want to do me a quick favor?
That's actually one more than mine.
Since it's been a while.
You mean a favor for an old friend?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, why not?
I want you to eavesdrop on those two over there, and if anything interesting pops up, could you let me know?
Okay.
All right, Trilly, stealth check for me, please.
Okay.
Let's see.
Just out of curiosity, I have a racial trait called naturally stealthy. You can attempt to hide even when obscured by a creature one size larger. So can I sort of stealth up behind the two of them and then essentially hide out of sight behind one of them?
I'll say you need to make a stealth to get closer to them.
Yeah.
But that's about it.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure. I'll allow it. But one roll.
I just like the idea of eavesdropping from right behind his legs.
Yeah!
Thank you, Orange Jesus. I am right underneath your legs and you don't notice.
Yeah, fair enough.
Trilly,
Right, who has those elven boots of silence?
Trilly, I'm so glad for your stuff.
Okay, so all of you look and you see Trilly just slowly getting closer, almost Scooby-Doo style, and then something just goes under Magnus's legs. You all just watch this as Magnus is just out there. So, Magnus, what are you talking to Bash about?
Uh-oh.
I was gonna break the bad news to him.
What's up then?
I have some bad news. We searched the city. We only found one survivor. Other than yourself, actually, that makes two.
No way.
I'm sorry, the city is abandoned.
Oh my.
That's why I want you to go with us to find Lana. To go to Lana. So, that way at least she'll know that you're alive. Because we tried contacting you with basically a message spell that can go in your head. We can get a response. So we assumed you were dead, and then when we walked into the city and saw you up on the pole, it just confirmed it. The fact you're standing here now is just... It's a miracle.
Yeah, I guess so. I can't believe I didn't do it.
What do you say? Want to go with? I was gonna go to Jing and then go to Noir if you're up for it.
Make a persuasion check, Magnus.
Well, wouldn't it be? Well, considering that's where Noir is where they're at.
Yeah, that's
right?
why I'm saying you need to make a persuasion check because there is something that's I need to get through.
Can I have it with advantage?
Nope. Natural
nat 20.
20.
Ow!
2 in a row.
Who wants to roll number 3?
I will.
Patrick,
At
roll
this
it.
point, he looks at you. For a brief moment, you see almost a slight sense of hesitation that he didn't want to leave the city he's supposed to protect. But then hearing your words, he sort of shakes a little bit. He shakes his head, looks at you. Concerning I let this place down, it might be an idea to at least let Her Highness know what's the true situation of this place.
Agreed.
Plus, it might do a lot better if it came from me rather than a group of mercenaries.
We prefer the word heroes.
Concerning what you've done recently, I think you kind of deserve that. Still, though, thank you.
If I want to be honest with you, the reason Mugbeard and I were trying to get you down from there was to give you a proper burial.
Well,
The fact that you're alive it's the best thing I could think of.
well, I can't even joke about this. You're a good man, Magnus. Seriously. I kind of wish that our forces had some people with your kind of spirit. The spirit to, even when the world goes against you, you'd fight back. Against all of you, for that matter. You all came back, despite the bullshit that happened to all of you.
Once we realized that the real Lana, we had the real Lana, we were going to come back regardless and kill the doppelganger, which, to be fair, we did.
For that, I appreciate. So when do you think we should leave for Lorna, then?
That's up to the rest of the group.
Alright, if I can make at least a recommendation, though.
Of course.
How much of the city did you guys explore?
They explored a lot of it. I personally was trying to bluff my way through a golem.
Well, technically Trip explored through it.
Cool.
Kill the bird.
The wildlife is getting a little crazy.
That bird's been following us. I'm convinced it's a Black Pin spy.
Well, it's a white bird. I doubt it'd be of a danger. Thank you. At this point, you just alright. Can we at least do one check of the town together? We do.
Agreed.
One check with maybe if people are hiding or people they might seem a bit more willing to come out if they hear, no offense, coming from my mouth rather than the people who, the mayor just deemed as traitors or bad people.
Fair enough.
Very well.
Actually, I need to do one thing before we continue. Now, this is Chopper speaking, not
Okay.
Magnus. Can I roll a perception check on him to make sure he's not, I don't know, brought back to life?
Oh, you want to make? Oh, you
Or a doppelganger.
okay.
Oh, wait, I have detect
Well,
evil
here's the
and
thing.
good.
Hey. I can't even speak, please.
If it helps, I have detect evil and good.
That works too.
Do-
That works
Goldie,
perfectly,
Goldie,
actually.
Would you like to use it?
Yeah, I'll give it
All
a go.
right. So, Goldie, you cast the spell. In fact, watching the eyes there, Topaz, Trip, and Mugbeard, all standing close to Goldie. You all look there and you see Goldie just put her hands together, almost like a prayer. You see her eyes close, and they begin to glow a faint shade of white. Then the glimmer dims out. Goldie, in your mind, you sense nothing. There is no presence of anything.
There's no necromancy. There's nothing evil at all.
So, Magnus, at this point, you have no idea that they're doing this behind your back.
Fair enough. Mind if I still roll that perception check, though?
You know what? Make a medicine check. Actually, no. Medicine if you want to make sure there's no... If you want to see if there's some human work done, or Arcana to see if there's magic used.
Let's use magic.
Okay, Arcana check for me, please.
What?
17!
Wow.
What?
How are you getting so good?
You know,
I don't
you know
know.
what? Let me do. You know what? I want to make sure this isn't rigged. YOLO! Oh, okay. I was expecting a low number. I was expecting a low. There it is. Okay. Magnus, you sense nothing. You do not see any signs of magical trace, any magical humbo jumbo and stuff like that. He just generally looks like a human who just had a spire pierced through his body.
So, basically, he was too stubborn to die.
You could say he's soldiered from Team Fortress 2. I did not have permission to die.
He was too stubborn to die.
Yeah.
Got it. So this is actually bad.
You get the sense.
So basically, succeed death saving throws, bleed out, repeat for fucking 6 days.
Look,
Jeez.
like I said, the power of the gods. they want Bash alive for some reason.
Yeah, it's like...
Maybe
Because he
maybe,
would just cause chaos wherever they are.
Yes, like the gods like him.
Because the DM allowed it. Got it.
Yeah, I like him. Alright.
Clearly, they just don't want him hitting on everyone in heaven.
Okay.
Alright, so at this point...
Alright, let's continue.
At this point, Bash looks and goes... Alright. Let's get everyone together. Let's get a search going on. If we all split up, we might be able to cover the city a bit more, but let me at least try a call out and see if we can get something from close by.
Agreed. And we're walking back now.
Okay, you're walking back. Trilly?
I'm following them.
You're following.
Oh wait,
I'm just following them on scene.
me and Trilly we'll go over here where we can talk.
Alright, so at this point you watch as Goldie disappears, and Magnus, unbeknownst to you, you do not see Trilly.
Damn.
Alright, Ursula and Zelion, you both watch as the two go right by the side of you. at this point, Ursula looks at you, Zelion, and goes, "What do you think? What do you think, Trill? What do you think those two are just planned?"
I don't know, honestly.
Want to go check it out?
Sure.
All right. So Ursula and Zelion follow right behind.
Can I interject?
Go on, Trip.
Trip is gonna check inside the build. Is gonna check inside the build real quick, just to take a glance.
Are you just looking around the foyer, or are you going through a full search?
No, I'm going to. He's just gonna look around the foyer.
Okay. Make a perception check.
Can I? Thank you.
I'll allow that. We'll just quickly get that bit out the way then. 15. You see a glamorous white marbled foyer, and concerning you've never stepped in this, you have no idea, but it looks slightly ransacked. You see a couple of vases spilled on the floor, flowers scattered around, glass marble bits sort of broken in the ground. It does look like something occurred here, but you're not entirely sure what.
Okay, then Trip, being her airheaded self, goes inside to investigate.
All right, then I'll allow you to make.
Let the others one continue for now. But just keep it in mind.
Okay, so Goldie, Trilly.
I want to do a perception check.
Okay, what are you looking out for?
People are listening on me and Trilly.
Okay, yeah, I'll allow that. Yeah.
Okay. Well, it would be roll, then
1d20. Then
I get a +4.
Ah.
So 1d20 plus 4. Hold on, let me just double check. Double check its perception. Yeah, +4.
All right.
Fuck. I'm getting so used to this.
Welcome back, Caitlin. 13. Okay. You know what, Zelion, make a stealth check for me, unless you're just going straight up.
I guess stealth check. We didn't.
Yeah. Make the stealth. I will make one for Ursula, who I'd like to point out is a rogue.
Yeah. Plus 4 stealth. 21.
21.
Right. Can I use that Eureka?
The inspiration die?
Yeah.
I'll say because Zelion just made the roll, I'd say it's a bit too late. Yeah, it needs to be called before the result occurs. Let me see here, and let me just get our beloved Ursula, who has a oh my god, Ursula has a +8.
Yeah.
For what? Stealth?
Yep. +8 on stealth.
Then again, Ursula is the rogue.
Nat 1! There we go!
Oh dear.
That's funny.
Alright. Zelion, you sneakily make your way close to the bushes, almost out of sight, out of the way of the other two. Ursula, on the other hand, is not so lucky. She makes her way forward and slips on some of the black pudding mess that's still scattered around, and slips and falls face forward into the rose bush, and ouch!
What are you doing?
I was, I'd be lying if I wasn't curious.
Well, we're only just talking about what Magnus was talking about.
To be honest, that did get me a little bit cautious. Zelion, you can come out. It's up to you if you want to come out, Zelion, or not.
I popped out of the bushes.
Yeah, I'll say because of the Nat 1, Ursula can't think straight.
I pop out of the bushes.
Okay, next.
Ursula.
Well then, since you two are here, next time I'll make sure to keep my eyes out for you.
We only just saw you walking by us, that's all we did.
And you don't trust me enough to let me go by myself and talking to Trilly.
Well, to be fair, we haven't seen you in days.
Fair point.
So, Trilly, you want to explain what's going on?
Oh, Goldie just wanted to catch up for a few minutes. Isn't that right, Goldie?
Yes.
Deception check.
Insight.
Deception check, both of you.
Actually, I was going to insight check Goldie.
Oh, really?
No offense to Goldie, but we have just dealt with a doppelganger.
Oh!
We have just suspected Bash of being a doppelganger.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go on then.
Why would I be a doppelganger?
Well, they don't know that. You know, you just came out of the ground.
Why would Luna and Bash have been doppelgangers?
Why would I try and help Bash? If I was a doppelganger, I would have happily let him die.
It's a way to worm yourself into our good graces, and you did essentially show up out of nowhere after saying it.
All right.
Fine.
Trilly, make the insight check. Goldie, well, I suppose I'll ask this. Are you more focused on Trilly, or are you more focused on the other two?
This is purely paranoia.
I am praying for a high number here. 7.
Inspiration.
Go ahead. Yeah, don't worry, I know. 16. Okay. Goldie, are you focusing on Zelion and Ursula? Okay,
yeah.
deception check, because you're trying to tell them everything's fine.
Alright, deception plus 3. This is fun.
We've missed you, Caitlin.
1,
I love this power.
20. 3. Just double check it is. Yeah, it's plus 3.
The power behind the screen.
Ultimate power!
Oh, 12. Okay. Zelion and Ursula, you sort of got that nervous smile on your face, kind of like, yeah, nothing's wrong. You know, that sort of thing. Trilly, you do look and you see Goldie there. You have some sense, based on how she's acting, you get some sense that this is close to Goldie's attitude. I wouldn't say it's perfectly clear, but you at least are more lenient towards that it looks and sounds like her.
Yeah, fair enough. That's all Trilly needs.
Okay. Ursula just want to put her hands on her hips, and she just looks at you and goes, "Okay, dragon, we're not falling for that. Spill."
Spill what?
Goldie, what exactly happened?
Happened what?
Yeah, never mind. Ursula, let's just get into town and search for more survivors.
All right, we might as well go ahead.
Actually, I might have a quick way. I look Ursula in the eye. Do you trust me?
Yeah.
I touch her shoulder. Okay. I have to get this right.
Okay. Oh.
Okay. Okay. In front of the golem standing guard at this mansion, and I use dimension door.
Oh! Okay. Zelion's got dimension door.
Since when?
When?
I leveled up.
All right. So at that point, Zelion, Ursula, there is a magical door that spawns right next to Zelion here. So Goldie and Trilly, you both look and you see this giant purple like vortex appear.
Okay, where did you say it was?
Right next to you, Zelion. So right there.
Okay. Okay. I take Ursula by the hand and I walk us through the door.
Wait, what? You just disappear out of sight, and with that, the door vanishes right before Trilly and Goldie's eyes.
That was awesome. I didn't know he could do that.
And she tells me that I've been carrying secrets.
I don't know who you're referring to, but Zelion is a dude.
Every time.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I'm sorry!
Okay, so, Trilly, what happened?
Well, essentially, he just wanted to, by the looks of it, check that Bash was Bash and try and persuade him to come back with us to Noir. And that was about it.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Well, I've already done that.
Some of the best eavesdropping I've ever done, and I didn't learn anything worth a damn.
Because Magnus was already planning on doing it.
Well, at least maybe there's next time.
Yeah, it was fun.
So, I'm guessing we're gonna look for survivors.
Yeah.
At this point,
Great.
at this point, Magnus, you're at the top of the stairs and you're sort of looking out to try and find the others. You do not see Zelion and Ursula, but you do see Goldie and Trilly to the side.
Great.
There you are.
Great. Hey, we're just going to round up some useless people.
Where's Zelion?
Teleported somewhere.
He can do that?
Yeah, I know.
Apparently.
At that point, Zelion and Ursula appeared on the other side. Ursula sort of comes out, still holding your hand, and looks behind to see the golem. Wait, that's...
Yep.
Wait, so then that means... Ursula then sort of speaks up it. Guys! We're over here!
Oh, that's where they are.
Hmm.
Right then.
How do we get past that golem?
I'm pretty sure since we killed its master, it's inoperable.
I look at the golem.
Make a perception check for me, Del.
I could be very wrong, though.
I want to say cool.
Perception.
What's that? What was that, sorry?
No, I just said cool.
Okay.
No,
Okay,
cool.
I'm gonna use my inspiration die.
Go ahead.
Do it. Okay, that means
I'm good.
Reroll the dice and you have to take this new result. Even if it's worse. Ready? Okay. You
It is inspiration.
look over it and you don't see any signs of life on it. And you don't hear anything.
Oh boy. It doesn't seem to. Okay, whoever can hear this, it doesn't seem to be functioning right now.
That is what I thought.
Well, Trip got past it, so...
Approach it and kind of poke it just to be sure.
It turns and looks you in the eye.
Yikes! I take a step back. I take a step back and talk.
I was waiting for that the whole time.
Chip knew the thing was active,
Yeah,
by the way, because he got hit by it because of
Trip did and
diction.
it didn't turn off. At this point, it looks you in the eye, Zelion, and just goes, "Halt! How dare you lay a hand on the Guardian of Helix? Please state your purpose, or be eliminated."
We were just okay, we were just.
I'm back.
I'm
Welcome
sorry. We were just passing through. I am so sorry. I thought you were inactive.
I am never inactive. My primary function is to guard this gate and to never move from this unless stated by my master.
Oh. Okay.
Can I use where is it?
I know what you've got. Oh no.
Are you trying to tame the golem?
Oh no.
Trip tried it.
Can
Trip tried it, remember?
I think
Can
our
I-
favorite game is
Go,
messing with
Caitlin.
Brownie.
Can I use command?
You
Oh.
may. All right. So, remind me, what's the saving throw?
Saving
It
throw.
mentions a saving throw. It should say in the spell.
If it's like
No. Wait. Oh, attack/save. Wisdom 15.
Okay, so I have to make a wisdom. I have to break 15. Well, I can tell you right now, they don't have much
But what? What level of command?
Oh
by the
yeah,
way?
good point. What level are you using it?
I'm guessing it at its max.
Sadly, you can't use it at max because you used your max for this.
So third level spell.
Yeah. So third level. Yeah. So third level is the basically the highest you can go because of you used your fourth level for your spell.
Oh, I'm guessing, yeah, go for third.
Okay, so I need to know, what command word are you telling it to do? It needs to be a one-word command. I will say, it doesn't have to be the list that's there. You can basically tell me a one word if you want the golem to do something.
Move.
Move, okay.
Or, if it helps, flee.
I was gonna say deactivate, but that works too.
I need to know which one you're going for, Caitlin.
Flee.
Flee, okay. Wisdom 15?
Yep. What?
It looks at you for a moment. It turns around and looks you in the eye, Goldie.
Get out of here, flee!
Function disposing of threat. Threat noticed. Dragon. Primary function. Run. And it runs off in the opposite direction. It got a 3 + 4.
I die.
The problem is, this is actually.
Well, it spends one round running the other direction. On the next round, it might come back, so you don't have long.
Have you forgotten who's standing on the other side?
Oh yeah, it's actually running straight in a pathway. So Zelion, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw for me, please.
That's why I said this is bad.
Yeah.
Okay, dexterity saving throw.
That's why I said the flee was a bad idea.
Yeah, dexterity saving throw. 9. It rushes past you, and in a bit of rage, it's like moving obstacles, and thwack whacks you with a large punch as it rushes by. You take 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ow!
So whacks you right in the face, and you fly, and you fall just short of Ursula as it rushes by. So it's going to use its movement to run. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So it is now there at this point.
Oops.
Yeah.
Hey guys, at least the golem's out the way.
And whoever's and don't forget Sparks. Don't forget to bring him.
Oh yeah, Goldie doesn't know about Sparks yet. Yeah, Goldie is.
I'm not leaving Sparks behind. Here, Sparks.
What?
Yeah, at this
Wait,
point,
what?
Goldie, you
What?
watch as this giant scorpion that's been released rushes towards Trilly.
Backwards.
I know I've got it the wrong way.
Trilly,
I know I got it the wrong way.
don't tell me. Don't tell me. Did you actually tame a fucking scorpion?
Sort of.
By the way, at this point, the golem has now. At this point, Zelion, Ursula, you both hear from the other end of it. Location undetermined. Location preset to go back to original coordinates. And with that, it is starting to go back the other way. So if anyone's leaving, you've got to leave now.
Yeah,
So
I'm
right now,
gonna encourage
by the way,
Sparks to book it
Trip
after
right
me.
now is still in the mansion. Trip, investigation check.
Isn't this fun?
I have an idea.
Uh-oh.
Maybe I can slow it down.
God damn it, Caitlin! I know what you've got.
But I'm rolled a 10.
You find nothing of value or nothing of interest.
In fact, What would happen if I attack it?
Wait. I got a better
You're gonna-
idea. I got a better idea.
Let's attack.
Well, first of all, Magnus, Mug, what are you both doing in this scenario?
I don't know yet.
Bash looks at you and goes, well, that thing's moving. If you don't mind, I'm moving. And he rushes off towards the end.
I'm going with Bash
Alright.
then.
Okay, I've got a quick question. Are there...
Okay, going to follow.
Is there any plant life within a 15-foot radius of where I am?
From where you are, I'd say the only thing you could find is a flower basket hanging off of one of the houses.
Okay. Picking up.
Oh, fuck.
Okay. I grab one of the flower beds and kind of place it in front of me, and I cast plant growth on it.
Okay.
Level.
Wait, what?
Third level plant.
Third level. Okay, what does that properly do?
Okay, this spell channels vitality into plants within a specific area. There are two possible uses for the spell, granting either immediate or long-term benefits. The duration is instantaneous. If you cast a spell using one action, choose a point within range. All normal plants in a 100-foot radius centered on that point become thick and overgrown. A creature moving through the area must spend 4 feet of movement for every 1 foot it moves. You can exclude one or more areas of any size within the spell's area from being affected.
You're essentially making it so it's harder to move.
Yes.
Okay. You do so, and it gets close to your area. Terrain unrecognizable. Terrain unrecognizable.
Yeah. I've got nothing. I can't speak to the plants.
Yep, okay. Trilly, are you staying there waiting for Trip, or what are you doing?
I'm probably encouraging Sparks to book it with me at this point.
Alright. Trip, I'll save this scenario. You've just arrived out, and now you see Trilly rushing towards the exit with the scorpion in check.
I was curious, like, I saw the scorpion the entire time, and I was going to question it. I just thought, oh.
You're gonna hate me.
Oh, I know what you want to do. Dexterity down the stairs, please.
Nope. Trip in her airheadedness and still be having a slight bit of a concussion is too slow to know what's going on. Just stares there confused for a moment.
Alright. You know what? Sure. You know what? I'll allow that. So at this point, Trilly, I would like you at this point, because I'll say that the creature is getting very, very closer. Mugbeard and Magnus, you managed to get through just in time. But I suggest you move out the way unless you want the golem to whack you in the face.
I want to use... You know what? I'm going to use... can I use Guiding Bolt?
You're attacking it?
Yeah.
Because you're not.
Can you not?
I want to attack it.
She's declared it. She's declared it. I have to. Give me a minute.
Just think how much XP I'll get.
Guiding Bolt. That's first level spell, right? Okay.
Yes.
Make an attack roll. So attack plus your spell, which is, if I see it, is 7. So make a D20 plus 7.
It says here for Guiding Bolt, it says D4
That's
D6.
the damage. That's the damage
plus...
if you hit with
That's
it.
the damage.
So if you go up to the top, at the top of the list, it says spells, and it should say modifier, spell attack, and DC. Yeah,
Oh
so
yeah,
you
there we
add
go.
the
So
attack.
the attack. Okay, so roll was it
1d20 plus 7.
Plus 7?
I can't believe she's doing this.
I want.
Welcome back, Caitlin.
You said that several times now.
Definitely an opposite cleric from the careful Trip.
26. 26 hits. Roll the damage.
Oh no.
Wait, can I gain more damage for using the Eureka?
Wait, what do you mean the Eureka?
Not
Inspiration.
Eureka. inspiration. That was it.
No, inspiration only works on D20 rolls, not any smaller dice. So you can't use it on D8s or D6s in this scenario. So yeah.
Okay.
So
You could have, let's say, re-rolled this roll, but you don't want to do that.
You can so roll the 4d6.
Wait, where's Anastasia?
Still in there.
I would quickly whistle for Anastasia.
I actually have to make a note of this. Oh! Let's see, 4, 8, 12, 6, 12, 18, 24. 14 out of 24. Oh, 46. Any extra things in this? Oh, sorry, yeah, you might need to add your modifier. +4 to that, too.
Oh, so it'll be
Wait,
18.
Did I get that right? Let me double check it. I need to double check this exactly.
Modifiers are added at the end, yeah, not for each
okay,
roll.
it doesn't say it there, so it is 4d6. Okay, my apologies. Just had to double check. So 14 points of radiant damage. You strike it with this holy energy in this frustration. Everyone looks up as you smack it. You actually find that the damage does half. I'm only joking. Huh. It does the 14 damage. Hold on a second.
Don't you mean 18 damage? Oh wait, no, it doesn't.
I need to properly get this hit point down. I have not got a proper hit point on this guy. So that was 14. Okay, you smack it, and there, it stops moving.
Ha! Told ya!
Threat detected.
It looks you in the eye, and there you see the small blue pupil in the middle of its face glow red.
Oh, fuck.
At this point, it looks up at you and goes, "Threat identified. Golden Dragonborn. Target accepted. Exterminating target. Neutralizing threats." And it rushes towards you. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Are you kidding?
I didn't want you to do that. I didn't want you to do that, but you did it.
One little stupid.
That's just stupid.
I really want to attack something.
Welcome back.
This is going to be a fun, interesting battle.
If it is going to be a battle.
Yeah, that's it. So as you say, that's going to end tonight's episode. So welcome back, Caitlin. Good.
I've been playing so much Witcher, and I've been killing like tons of monsters to get XP, and I'm thinking I can get tons of XP.
You're milestone based. You just have to reach the point. You don't have to do this to get it.
Yeah, but still, I want something to achieve.
No, you realize what this is? This is me saying to Caitlin. This is saying next episode we should definitely have an encounter. So Caitlin's like, next time, okay, let's make it now. Let's make sure we definitely get this. So you're going.
And hey, if we kill it, it'll be out the way.
I'm running. I don't care about what you guys do. I'm fucking running.
It could have become an ally, you know.
Yeah, could have. But with that said, that's all for tonight's episode because of that little stunt, and I don't think we have enough time to go through it. So, I'd like to say, nice job. Sorry, I choked up a bit there.
Was that sarcastic?
No, I generally accidentally coughed, and I got a bit of food stuck back in my throat again. Me. I'm okay. Me beaker. All right. But with that said, next time it appears that the Hope Finders are going to be having to face the creature that I have labeled as the Stone Centret. Sentry, not Centret. Duh. Players you're invited to die. I've been wanting this. Alright, but with that said, let's see what happens next time. Can our heroes survive the threat of the Stone Sentry? Can they find any more survivors running around the entire city? Or...
Oh, stop.
No, because they're dead.
You guys, stop being
will
so
Bash
negative.
be able to successfully make it out of the city in one piece? And finally, will they get back to Noir safe and sound to reunite Noir? Reunite in Noir? Well, we'll have to wait and see what happens. So until then, guys, if you were charged with joy with this stream, be sure and hit the subscribe button and check us out. In 2 weeks, we will find out whether this was the smartest decision or the biggest mistake. You'll have to tune in next time to find out. So until then, it's goodbye from Brownie of the Joy Charge Gamers, your Dungeon Master. It's goodbye from Cutlol. It's goodbye
Bye,
from
all.
Nell.
Boy!
It's goodbye from Raven.
Oh god, oh
It's
god,
goodbye
oh god.
from it's goodbye from Chopper. It's goodbye
Later.
from Aeon. It's
Roll
goodbye
out.
from Caitlin.
I regret nothing.
And Lena, who disappeared off for food. She'll probably hopefully get a moment later. But until then, guys, this is Brownie of the Joy Charge Gamers signing off on Let's Play Live Perception Check. Let's see you all next time, and let's see how this will go. So until then, stay charged. Catch you all later. Goodbye.
Boy!
Bye.
Peace.
Later.
Take care.